Hey everyone! So, as promised, here is the financial recap for 2024. I will be talking about how much money came in, what were some of the best months, some of the hardest months, the average of all the money that has come in up until this point, and where the money has been going. And again, the reason why I'm wanting to do this is to be accountable and transparent with people who are supporting me financially and even prayerfully, for you to know when I'm partnering with Desiree, this is what she's doing, and it's clear. I am wanting to get better and better at this every year, probably create some sort of statement or document for next year. But because I don't have access to my paperwork and things like that, and this idea came to me, I figured a video is a lot less boring, and it's just a quick way to like recap everything and send that out. So, with that said, it was a good year. I received about $13,000. So, thank you so much for that. The best months were in February, where I received over $2,000. So, you guys definitely showed me the birthday love. Thank you so much. I think it was either that month or the month after I was able to buy a pair of winter boots. And so, that was just so good, so needed for the winter time. Also, November was a really good month. I received $1,600, and that was just perfect, because with that, I was able to pay off the fees for the program that I'm doing right now, and that's coming to an end. So these past few months, I was paying towards this program, and so it was just amazing to just be able to finish with a clean slate, and to end well. So thank you, thank you, thank you. This program has been amazing for me. I'm so grateful, from receiving the idea from the Lord to write this book that I've written, and I've just been able to connect the dots of like my vision and where I'm going and what I feel like God has been doing. One of the things I learned during this program is you can have an idea from the Lord, like what you're doing, but until you put your feet on the land and you're interacting with the locals in the situation there, you won't have the full vision. You have to tweak it. And so that just gave me so much permission, that I wasn't just like bumbling around, but that I needed to put my feet on the ground. I needed to see, and then just have that time to have that clarity. And this program gave me that, and also the opportunity to plan things out. So I'm so excited to roll that out. With you, either in this coming newsletter or probably the one that I'm doing in January, so that you know this is where Desiree is headed, this is where we're headed as partners, and to be excited with that with me, because that's amazing. So yeah, some of the hardest months were in June and July, where I got about $700. You know, there are times of feasting and there are times of famine, and you just learn to roll with it and just have enough for the next month. And on average, I received about $1,200, so it was really good. So I talked about one of the ways that I used the money that came in. I also tithed about 10%, because I really feel that whatever comes to me should also flow out and to be a vessel for the Lord to use. So I tried to sow into ministries that had to do with Israel, reconciliation, the Middle East. So there's like one for Israel, FAI, and I also have a friend that serves in the Middle East, and I wanted to help them also fulfill their vision. There were also basic living expenses, of course, and so one of the ways that I wanted to talk about that is, you know, I was buying groceries, but also supplying hospitality for the ladies that come to our house of prayer. So we have one session on Tuesdays, and in the Middle East, you can't just pray together. You have to have hospitality, coffee, tea, those sorts of things. And so we did that, and also fed them dinner. It was a great time of bonding and just kind of solidifying the relationships that we have. These ladies have been with us for over like 6 or 7 years. And so a meal is just how you share a lot of things. So it was amazing to also be able to do that. So, one final thing that I do want to talk about is I want to remind you about some land that I bought in 2022. And why that is important is because when I bought this land, the original vision was to clear it, put a house on it, use it as an Airbnb to help supplement my income, help my mother out, and have a place that I could come back to when I'm in the States. But things have just not been working out the way that I planned. And so when I came back to Israel, and I felt like the Lord said it's time to come back, I was like, okay, maybe I can get a remote part-time job and that could help supplement my income a little bit. And again, that just hasn't happened the way that I thought. And so I'm really seeking the Lord's face about how to move forward with that, because I have used support money for that. Probably about 31% has gone towards that. And while I did tell most of my supporters, or all of my supporters, which was fewer before, and they were okay with that, I want to be clear and transparent for those who have come on board recently. And so I am praying about what to do, if I should keep it and get really focus on getting a remote part-time job, or to sell it and just trust the Lord for my future and what will happen when I come back to the States. So yeah, I just wanted to be clear again, because I want transparency, that we're on the same page and that you're confident in what I'm doing. And so I hope that that is clear. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me to let me know, and we can have a conversation about it, because I'm really open to that. So that's my financial recap for 2024. Thank you so much again for supporting me, coming alongside me. It's been amazing to just have people like you who believe in what I'm doing, and who want to see the kingdom of God come in this place. I think another thing that I've learned is that, so many people come to Israel, but not a lot of people are staying to do the work of ministry there, especially long term. And so really wanting to see that raised up, really wanting to see Israel and the Middle East flourish. Again, I'll talk more about that. I'm so excited to roll that out to you, so that we know together what God is doing and how to move forward. So thank you again. Bless you. May all that you have poured into me in this ministry be poured back onto your lap, shaking, overflowing 100-fold. Bless you.